Do you still believe that walking every day is enough to keep your body healthy after turning 60? You might be surprised to hear this. Thousands of seniors still fall, still break bones, and still feel weaker each day even after years of daily walking. The truth that few people talk about is this: walking is great for your heart, but it is not enough to save your legs and your spine. Doctors call this the exercise illusion, when we think we are staying active, but in reality our bodies are slowly getting weaker every single day. The story of Mr. Min, age 66, is a perfect example. Every morning he woke up early, put on his shoes, and walked exactly 30 minutes. His neighbors all praised him as a disciplined, healthy man who was always full of energy. But one morning, while in the bathroom, he tried to stand up from the toilet and could not. His hands trembled. He had to grab the wall to pull himself up, and sweat poured down his face even though the weather was cool. That moment shocked him. Why am I still this weak when I walk every single day? The feeling of losing control made him afraid of stairs, afraid of steps, even afraid of sitting down to tie his shoes. But just 3 months later, Mr. Min was completely different. People saw him in the park again, standing tall, walking briskly, even hiking uphill with his grandchildren. He did not take any medicine, did not go to the gym, and did not use supplements. The only change he made was adding 3 simple exercises, 15 minutes per session, 3 times per week. Those 3 movements transformed his health, confidence, and spirit. According to geriatric doctors, these are the 3 key movements that restore what aging takes away: muscle strength, bone density, and balance. We all grew up believing that walking is the best exercise for seniors. And yes, it is, but only for part of the body. Walking keeps your heart healthy, improves circulation, and relaxes the mind. But it is not powerful enough to fight muscle loss, bone thinning, and slower reflexes. Ask yourself this: if walking were truly perfect, why do people still break their hips even when they walk every day? Why do so many still stumble on steps? And why do some feel weaker the more they walk? The answer is simple. Walking is light movement. It does not create enough resistance to stimulate muscle and bone growth. Your body needs more than that. It needs smart, short, but deeply effective movements. Think of your body like a house. Walking is like sweeping the floor every day. It looks clean on the surface, but the frame and pillars are still weakening inside. The 3 exercises I am about to share are how you strengthen that frame, rebuilding bones, boosting muscles, and improving balance. These are not hard workouts. They are simple, safe, and suitable for everyone, even if you are over 70. They help your body recover naturally, make your legs more flexible, and help you stand up without anyone's help. Experts call them the non-negotiables, the 3 must-do movements after age 60. You do not need a gym or expensive equipment. All you need is a chair, a resistance band, and 15 free minutes. These 3 small movements can improve posture, strengthen bones, build leg muscles, and reduce fall risk by up to 50%. They also help you breathe deeper, walk taller, and feel mentally refreshed. People who practice regularly often feel younger, stronger, and happier than ever. Many people still say, "I am fine. I can still walk. I do not need more exercise." But the truth is, after age 40, your body begins to lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass every decade. After 60, that rate doubles. It happens silently, no pain, no warning, until one day, climbing stairs feels heavy, standing up from a chair feels hard, or turning your head suddenly makes you dizzy. That is not old age winning. That is your body being neglected. Doctors call this the exercise illusion, thinking you are training, when in fact your movements are too gentle to trigger any real change. Muscles grow only when challenged. Bones strengthen only under pressure. Reflexes stay sharp only when trained often. The good news is that you can rebuild your strength at any age. You do not need heavy workouts or extreme effort. Just 3 simple movements, done correctly and at the right time, and your body will recover naturally. Within weeks, you will feel the difference. Standing up becomes easier, your steps more stable, your balance sharper, and most importantly, you will feel in control of your life again. In the next part of this video, I will share the 3 exercises that rehabilitation doctors around the world recommend for people over 60. 1. Strengthens your legs, the foundation of all movement. 1. Fixes posture and protects your back and shoulders. And the most important one, trains balance and reflexes, preventing falls and extending your independence for years to come. 3 exercises, 15 minutes, 10 more years of freedom. Stay until the end of this video. In just a few minutes, you will discover the 3 simple movements that can completely transform your later years. And if you have parents, relatives, or friends over 60, please share this video with them. Because sometimes one small exercise can prevent one big fall and save an entire lifetime. Part 2. Why walking is not enough. Open loop. Mr. Min once believed that walking every day was the best way to stay healthy. It is what most people over 60 believe too. Walking is easy, no equipment, no instructor, no exhaustion, and anyone can do it. But few realize that because it is so easy, the body no longer receives the stimulation it needs to grow. It is like lifting a light object for years. At first it helps you get stronger, but after a while your body adapts and stops changing. That is the limit of walking alone. In reality, walking is good, but it is only one piece of the complete health puzzle. It strengthens your heart, improves circulation, and calms your mind. But after 60, the body needs more than circulation. It needs reconstruction. You must rebuild muscles, reinforce bones, train balance, and sharpen reflexes. Walking only cares for the surface, while what truly keeps you from falling, from weakness, from dependence, lies deep within. Doctors say that senior health does not disappear overnight. It fades away slowly. Every year after 40, the body loses about 3 to 8% of muscle mass. After 60, that number rises sharply, especially if you only do light activity like walking. As muscles weaken, bones take more load, leading to joint pain, osteoporosis, and higher fall risk. You can walk for hours, but it will not reverse that decline. Walking is repetitive motion on flat ground with low impact. The body is never challenged, it has no reason to grow stronger. A Harvard University study in 2023 found that people over 60 who only walked improved leg strength by less than 10% after 3 months, while those who added resistance exercises like squats gained over 30%. Muscles are the foundation of healthy aging. Without them, you cannot stand up, keep balance, climb stairs, or walk long distances. Muscles are the true wall between independence and dependency. But walking has another limitation: it does not train balance reflexes. When you walk on smooth, straight paths at an even pace, your body faces no surprises. Yet in real life, falls happen on uneven ground. When you step down, a stair turns suddenly bend to pick something up, or get lightly bumped from behind. Those moments demand quick reflexes, stable core muscles, and a responsive nervous system. Walking does not develop these. It is a safe, repetitive motion, but it is unpredictability that trains you to stay upright. A Stanford University study in 2022 proved that seniors who practice simple balance exercises 3 times per week reduced fall risk by up to 48% compared to those who only walked. That means if you only walk, you are training static stability, not adaptive balance. And that is the difference between being merely active and being truly strong. Furthermore, walking does not create enough impact to strengthen bones. Bones, like muscles, need stress to regenerate. Every time you load your bones during squats, resistance pulls, or single-leg balance, bone cells activate to increase density. Without enough load, bones become lazy, lose density, and turn brittle. Walking, while great for the heart and joints, does not create enough pressure to spark that process. This is why many longtime walkers still suffer from osteoporosis or hip fractures. According to the International Osteoporosis Foundation, people who only walk have nearly twice the risk of bone loss compared to those who combine it with resistance training. When the impact is too weak, bones simply do not get the signal to rebuild. That is also why many regular walkers still experience back pain, hip pain, or weak knees. Their support structure is deteriorating without repair. I once heard a doctor at the 108 military hospital say, "When an older person falls, the real danger is not the broken bone. It is losing trust in their own body." After a fall, many people stop moving quickly, stop climbing stairs, and stop going out. They slow down, move less, and their bodies weaken faster. That vicious cycle doubles the speed of decline. The saddest part, 80% of those falls are completely preventable, with just 3 correct exercises like the ones you are about to learn. Walking is not wrong, it is simply the air conditioner in your house of health. But if you only maintain the air conditioner and ignore the foundation, and frame, one small storm can bring it all down. The 3 exercises ahead are that foundation. When you combine them with walking, you will not just be stronger, you will be steadier, quicker to react, and far more confident in daily life. With the right plan, you will feel your strength returning every time you stand up without using your hands. Every straight back step, every moment, you are no longer afraid of falling. Those are the priceless signs that you can feel young again through your own body. In the next part, I will guide you through the Rebuild Trio, 3 simple movements that reverse muscle decline, fix posture, and reduce fall risk by up to 50%. You do not need machines, gyms, or assistance, just your legs, a chair, and a few minutes each day. Part 3. 3 exercises that are better than walking. Now let us move into the most important part, the 3 exercises that experts call the Rebuilder Trio for people after 60. These are not heavy workouts and not complicated movements. They are simply 3 actions, but each one reaches deep into the 3 foundations of health that walking often overlooks: muscle strength, back and shoulder posture, and balance. If walking helps you maintain life, these 3 exercises help you live with strength, confidence, and independence. The first exercise and the foundation for every other movement is the squat. People often call it the independence insurance policy for older adults. When you can still stand up without using your hands, you are still in charge of your life. Try it right now. Sit down on a chair, then try to stand up without pressing your hands into your knees or the chair. If it feels difficult, if you need several tries to get up, or if your knees feel weak and your back feels tired, your body is sending you a clear message. Your base strength is fading. A squat is not just an exercise. It is a mirror of daily life, sitting at the table, getting out of bed, stepping out of a car, bending to pick something up, or lifting a grandchild. Every time you can do that motion easily, you are still independent. But when you start pushing with your hands rounding your back or needing someone to pull you up, that is the first sign that independence is slipping away. According to several recent medical studies, especially a 2023 publication in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, adults over 60 who train squats twice per week for 12 weeks increase leg strength by an average of 34% and improve stand-up ability by 40%, while the group that only walked reached about 8%. The message is simple. Walking can help you move, but squats help you control your movement. You do not need anything complicated. All you need is a sturdy chair, a small space, and patience. Stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart, eyes forward, and chest open. Imagine you are about to sit. Push your hips back first, and only then bend your knees. When your hips lightly touch the chair, take a deep breath, then drive through your legs to stand, breathing out slowly. If you are just starting, you can fully sit and then stand, called a chair squat. When that feels comfortable, move to a touch-and-go squat, where you only tap the chair without fully sitting. After a few weeks, you can remove the chair and practice air squats, sitting and standing freely. For sensitive knees, try a wall squat. Lean your back on a wall, slide down to a 90-degree angle, hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then stand up. Each session takes only 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. What matters is not speed, but consistency. One morning you will notice you stand up lightly without bracing with your hands and without shaky knees. That is the moment you reclaim the freedom you thought you had lost. Older adults like to joke, "As long as I can still stand up, I am still young." That is absolutely true. Leg strength is the ticket that lets you keep moving forward in life. A rehabilitation physician once said, "People are not afraid of aging. They are afraid of losing the ability to rise." So every time you squat, you are doing more than a workout. You are renewing your contract with your own independence. Once you have restored strength to your legs, it is time to care for what walking ignores: your back and shoulders. Look around you. Many older adults walk with a rounded posture, head dropping forward, shoulders slumped, and the chest compressed. People think that is natural aging, but it is the result of decades of weak upper back muscles and poor sitting habits. When the muscles of the shoulders and upper back are too weak to hold the spine upright, the body collapses forward, breathing becomes shallow, and even the heart and lungs feel the effect. Walking cannot fix that because walking does not activate the upper back muscles. That is why the second exercise is known as the Posture Protector Resistance Band Rows. According to physical therapist Grayson Wickham, who has more than 20 years of experience in rehabilitation for older adults. If I could choose only one upper body movement for people over 60, I would choose the row because it can reverse decades of postural damage. When you row consistently, your back becomes straighter, your shoulders open, your breathing grows deeper and more oxygen-rich. A stronger back also improves balance, reduces shoulder pain, eases neck tension, and helps prevent spinal degeneration. To practice, you only need a resistance band, something you can buy at a sporting goods store at a modest cost, or simply 2 filled water bottles. Anchor the band to a door handle or a firm post at chest height. Stand tall about 3 feet away, which is about 1 meter, with your feet hip-width apart and your knees slightly bent. Hold the ends of the band and pull your elbows back toward your body until your hands are near your hips. Then squeeze your shoulder blades together as if pinching a pencil between them. Hold for 1 second, then release slowly. Do not yank, do not hunch your shoulders, and do not hold your breath. Feel the tension between your shoulder blades. That is where you are restoring the strength of youth. If you do not have a band, hold 2 water bottles, hinge forward slightly, pull toward your hips, gently squeeze your shoulder blades, and release with control. After a few weeks, you will notice clear changes. A back that tires less, shoulders that feel open instead of tight, a taller gait, and especially deeper breaths. When your back is strong, you do not just stand straighter, you lift your head higher. A geriatric physician once said, "The person who stands straight is not only strong but confident enough to face life head-on." Squats help you stand up. Rows help you stand tall. Together, they do more than reshape your body. They lift your mood, your presence, and the way you walk through each day of later life. Part 4. Single leg balance, the superpower against falls. There is an exercise so simple that many people overlook it, yet scientists call it a survival metric of older age, standing on one leg. It may sound basic, but you might be surprised to learn that if you can stand on one leg for 10 seconds, you likely have a healthier nervous system and stronger muscles than many people your age. On the other hand, if you cannot balance for even a few seconds, your risk of falls, fractures, and even early mortality nearly doubles over the next 10 years. That is the conclusion of a 2022 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine with thousands of adults over 60. It is unsettling to think that a simple test can predict health over a decade, but it makes sense. Older adults do not decline because of weakness alone. They decline because of lost balance. Walking, while great for the heart and joints, does not create enough pressure to spark that process. This is why many longtime walkers still suffer from osteoporosis or hip fractures. According to the International Osteoporosis Foundation, people who only walk have nearly twice the risk of bone loss compared to those who combine it with resistance training. When the impact is too weak, bones simply do not get the signal to rebuild. Picture stepping off a curb, turning your head to talk, or bending to pick something up. 1 second of imbalance can send you down, but if you spend just a few minutes each day balancing on one leg, you will feel the change. At first you may shake and wobble, but shortly afterward, you will feel steadier and more confident, as if your body has regained the balancing instincts of youth. This exercise requires no equipment and can be done at home or anywhere. Stand near a wall, a table, or a firm surface you can touch if needed. Rest one hand lightly there, do not lean, only touch for reassurance. Shift your weight to your right leg and lift your left foot about 1 to 2 inches off the floor, which is about 3 to 5 centimeters. Keep your back tall, eyes forward, your standing knee slightly bent, and your shoulders relaxed. Feel your foot grab the ground as the small muscles around your ankle and calf come alive. Breathe evenly. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds, then switch sides. If you are just beginning, you may last only a few seconds. Do not worry. Most people start there. Practice daily for a few minutes at a time. After 1 week, increase to 20 to 30 seconds. After a few weeks, try removing your hand, balancing without support. When that is easy, try closing your eyes or stand on a soft cushion that teaches your brain and body to coordinate more dynamically. When you can hold for 30 seconds on each leg, you will have restored the natural reflexes that age tried to take away. Jonathan Bean, MD, a rehabilitation specialist at Harvard University, has said, "If a person cannot stand on one leg for 10 seconds, they are a fall waiting to happen." He also emphasizes that with just 3 minutes per day of proper balance training, fall risk can drop by up to 50%. 3 minutes less time than it takes to make tea, yet it can add years of confident, independent living without the fear of falling or needing help to get up each morning. You can weave this practice into daily life. While brushing your teeth, try standing on one leg. While waiting for water to boil, watching television, or listening to music, practice your balance. This is not a sports workout. It is a practice of awareness and intention. Only when you actively choose to keep your body steady can you keep your life steady. If this feels too difficult, if lifting your foot makes you sway, do not be embarrassed. Place a chair in front of you to hold lightly or stand near a wall for reassurance. Aim for small daily progress, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and your body will relearn how to balance. The miracle is not how long you hold today. It is that you choose to stand and practice every day. Remember, balance is not only a movement skill, it is a symbol of youthfulness, stability, and a spirit that refuses to give in. When you keep your balance, you are still directing your body, still owning your later years, and still walking with confidence. Part 5. Giving your legs their confidence back. Now you know that just 3 simple exercises, squats, resistance band, rows, and single leg balance can do what walking alone cannot help your body rebuild real strength. That vicious cycle doubles the speed of decline. The saddest part, 80% of those falls are completely preventable with just 3 correct exercises like the ones you are about to learn. Walking is not wrong, it is simply the air conditioner in your house of health. But if you only maintain the air conditioner and ignore the foundation and frame, one small storm can bring it all down. The 3 exercises ahead are that foundation. Then you pick up your resistance band and pull in controlled rhythms, feeling your back open, your breathing deepen, and your circulation improve. Finally, you close your morning with a short balance drill, standing on one leg with your gaze forward, feeling your body stable, grounded, and confident. 3 movements, only 15 minutes. With consistency, they change not only your body but your life. Many people after 60 think health is luck. Some are fortunate and strong, others are not. That is not true. Health does not come from luck. It comes from small daily choices. No one can train for you. No one can stand up for you. Only you, with each small chosen movement, can rewrite your later years. Every time you rise without using your hands, every steadier step, every extra task you can do on your own, those are the small victories of body and spirit. Remember Mr. Min's story. 3 months ago, he could not stand up from the toilet without clinging to the wall. Now he hikes hills with his grandchildren, walking steadily with a bright smile. He says, "It took me 40 years to think that exercise was optional. Now I understand that 15 minutes a day buys me another decade of freedom." That is not only his story, it is a reminder for all of us: strength does not live in your age. It lives in your willingness to begin. The human body is remarkable. It does not simply grow old the way we think. It grows weaker when we stop using it the right way. The best part is this: whether you are 60, 70, or 80, if you begin, your body will respond. It will heal, rebuild, and become more mobile and resilient day by day. Age is not the enemy. Passivity is the thief of youth. So begin today, not tomorrow, not next week. The moment this video ends, stand up and try one squat. Just one to prove to yourself that you can. If you do not take action, no one can do it for you. But when you start, your body will thank you. Each joint, each muscle fiber, each breath, all will gradually come back to life. You do not need much. You only need 15 minutes a day, 2 sessions per week, and a few simple moves. What you gain is priceless strength, confidence, and the deep knowledge that you are still in charge of your life. Make yourself a promise. Promise that from today on, you will not let your age define your body. Promise that each morning you will give yourself 15 minutes for your legs, for your back, for your breath, and for your life. If this has helped you, please like the video so it reaches more people who may need it. Subscribe so that each week I can send you new exercises, guidance, and insights to help your body grow stronger. And if you have parents, relatives, or friends over 60, share this video with them. One small share might prevent one big fall and give them more years of healthy, independent, happy living. Thank you for staying until the end. Now step away from the screen, stand up, and begin your first exercise. Your body is waiting for you to do this. Older age is not a period at the end of the sentence. It is the start of a new chapter where you write youth again with your own strength. You can do it. Begin today.